My mom and I's relationships has had its ups and downs, but through the trials and tribulations, she has shown me how to be an independent and goal-driven woman. I'm going to tell you about a person who is strong, independent, self-made, and can be a bit overworked and push herself too much. This is my mother, Elaine Hastings. My mother is a strong, independent woman who has made a name for herself with all the trying times that she has gone through. Since she has shown me what an amazing woman and human is, I have been striving to become more and more like her every day. Elaine's characteristics of being strong and independent while making a name for herself is truly inspiring. My mother has been through many difficult times in her life. Throughout my life, we have had a very difficult time with my father. We have been treated poorly by him, and her strength to get our family out of the situation was very astonishing. Also, no matter what my mom was dealing with in her personal life, she was striving to make a name for herself and for her kids. She is a registered sports dietitian, which is one of 500 at its time. She worked with countless number of professional athletes, such as Matt Ryan, Russell Martin, and many other common names. Growing up, this was such an amazing thing to witness, as she grew her business into a well-known name. Many times throughout school, I would come home and there would be camera crews at my house. I'd walk in and my mom would be doing a TV segment for the news. I remember one time specifically, my mom was doing a news segment on milk and my brother and his friends got to be in it. I was so devastated coming home and they were finishing up filming, and I was mad because my brothers got to be in it and I didn't. I was jealous, so jealous, I threw myself underneath the table and threw a fit because of it. Through all of this, you can see my mom is an extremely strong and independent woman and has made a name for herself through everything. However, with my mom's work ethic, she often runs herself very thin and pushes herself past her breaking point. She is hardworking, and this can lead her to overworking herself to the point where she cannot take it anymore. My mother has worked for many different companies and places. At the peak of her career, she created her own company that was booming in Southwest Florida. This business became so well known that she was working the entire time I was growing up. Because of this, she had to sacrifice going and missing many of my school events and sports games. Many times she would not be able to pick me up from school and I would have to spend a lot of time away from her. She ended up getting a personal assistant to spend more time with me than she did growing up. There was one specific event that she missed that I was devastated about. In middle school, I would compete in math competitions and I would usually do very well in them. I was competing at a statewide math Olympics competition and my teacher thought there was a chance I would win. The tests were during the day when she worked and the awards were right after. Most parents would come because it was a big deal if there was a chance their child could win. I ended up placing first overall and I looked out into the crowd and my mom missed it because of work. This was very upsetting to me, but this shows how much her hardworking self pushes her past her limits sometimes. Today we have looked at someone who has made me the person I am and changed me for the better. We all have seen how she is a strong, independent, and self-made woman who sometimes stretches herself too thin. Through everything that I've been through and seen, some of it I want to strive to be more like in life, and other times I have learned what I don't want to do. All of these things have shown me that you can turn a bad situation around and make yourself better, but it's all up to you. Thank you.